Good afternoon, friends, family, lovers, haters, believers, non-believers, anybody in between, anybody that actually took the time to click on this, since it's not just some random meme or random video that some guy made. I post those memes because most of us have very small attention spans and don't want to watch videos. I've also posted hour-long documentaries that you could watch and find out all sorts of interesting things. Who wants to spend an hour learning? No one. So I use memes. That's why all of you, oh, you put in memes. Yeah, because that's all you can read. That's all you want to pay attention to. Anyway, this is my own video. I made it because I'm sick of hearing that kind of stuff. So the intention of this video isn't to convince you of anything, just to make you wonder and think. And maybe, just maybe, take the time and go look for yourself. You can literally go look for yourself. Stop listening to the TV. Did you not learn anything from the Gulf of Tonkin, Operation Northwoods, 9/11? Everything they put on there is a lie or Hollywood production to keep us blind and in confusion and fighting each other. Anyway, back to the point. That's Lake Palestine behind me. Lake Palestine. There's a bridge in between here and the other end. I think it's at 9 miles. We'll double check in a second. 14 miles to the other end, that hill in the background that you probably can't see right now. I can see both clear with my own eyes from right here. Here's my telescope. Here's my good phone on there. We got it on earthscurvature.com. You can go look yourself. Bunch of trigonometry. I can't do trig, can you? No. I can do algebra. Down at the bottom it says, note, using the formula 8 inches times the square distance in miles. Not accurate for long distances, but is fine for practical use. 14 miles, you think that's a long distance? 9 miles? No, it's not that far. It's fine for practical use. So we're going to go ahead and use their numbers and test the data. Science, real science, not pseudoscience, theories of relativity and crazy off-the-wall. Anyway, don't get me started on pseudoscience. Here we go. We gotta hurry because I don't know how long this cheap phone will record. Google Earth. 14 miles to the other end. This bridge. 9.16 miles. Okay, so the bridge. Let's go to the calculator. That's how far away, that's how much curvature the hill should be behind. 130 feet. You can do the math yourself if you want. 9.16, square that, times it by 8 inches, divide it by 12 so we can get feet. 55 feet. That bridge off in the distance should be behind 55 feet of curvature, according to earthcurvature.com, the numbers that they give you for how big the earth is and where you can see the curve from 6 feet off the ground. Again, no, I didn't come up with this. Go look it up. You can look for yourself. I encourage you to go look for yourself. That's the only way you're going to believe it. Even then, you probably won't believe it. Anyway. Okay, so 55 feet of curvature. Camera. It's probably hard to see. You might not even be able to see it. Let's see if I can't block this out a little bit. See that? You can see cars driving across it. You can clearly, if that bridge was in the way, I could see the shore of the other side. 55 feet of curvature. And you're going to say, oh, but it's above the water. Yeah, okay, so it's magically above the water, 55 feet above the water. Yeah, right. If I take that camera off and put my eyeball in the telescope, I can see the shadow of the bridge on the water. Yeah, true story. Think about that. 55 feet of curvature, they claim. 55 feet, that bridge, at least the shadow of the bridge should be under the curvature of the earth. There's no way I should see it. And then you're going to go Google it and say, oh, it's magical refraction, reflection of the atmosphere. I guarantee you every single day that I come down here, I'll be able to see the same thing, no matter what the weather is. It's not refraction. It's not gravity. It's not whatever pseudoscience you want to come up with. It's a fact. The only two explanations for this is that either one, which is the obvious one, we are on a flat, non-rotating plane, or two, the Earth is a whole lot bigger than what they told us it is. Think about it. Still thinking? You think I'm crazy? I'm telling you, I'm looking with my own eyeballs right now. Not on the TV, not listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill Nye or Einstein or anybody else. With my own intellectual power and my own brain and my own eyeballs, my own senses, my own reasoning, down here in person, looking through a telescope, proving them wrong. And you're still not going to believe me. You're still going to think that everything's okay in the world and you're spinning on a random ball, cosmic fart through a void evolved from monkeys, and that's what they want you to think. It's exactly what they want you to think. Now, just real quick, on the way here I forgot my Bible, and I was upset about it. So I decided, oh look, there's a flea market, I'll pull in there real quick. So I did, right behind a truck. Got out, started walking to the same booth the people in the truck went to. I didn't want to interrupt their little conversation, so I went to the one next to it. Asked if they had a Bible. They didn't. So I waited, went to the other one where the other people were. Asked him if he had a Bible. He said no. The lady that had just got out of the truck right in front of me said, oh, you need a Bible? I actually have one right under my seat. I find them all over the place. People throw them away, and I think that's horrible. So I go and get them and save them and give them out when I find people that need them. Are you kidding me? Tell me that ain't God. If it ain't God and you don't believe in God, okay, tell me that ain't the universe. That's just a coincidence? Come on. That's God. That is God. Anyway, so I opened the Bible. I looked to see when it was published. Same year I was made. That's cool. The Bible was made the same year as me. Coincidence? Probably. Just pretty interesting. If you believe in the Bible, which I'm sure most of you do, some of you don't, that's cool, whatever. Everybody can have their own beliefs. I don't care what you believe. I just want you to know the truth. And I want you to go look for yourself and find the truth and not listen to anybody. Don't listen to me. Don't believe me. I don't give a shit if you don't believe me. I just want you to question it and go look for yourself, because then you're going to see the truth. It's as simple as that. Anyway, here's the Bible. You believe in the Bible? If you don't, then turn this video off and quit listening. Watch the next one, because this is just the first one. I promise you. So if you do believe in the Bible, go get your Bible. Do whatever. If not, whatever, just listen. The very first page of the Bible. The very first page. The first book of Moses, called Genesis. Chapter 1. Verse 7. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. If you don't believe that, how can you believe anything else in the Bible? That's literally on the first page in pretty much the first paragraph. God's telling you where you live. How can you base anything if you don't have a foundation of what you're standing on? Think about it. The unholy trinity, evolution, the Big Bang, and the sphere, they go hand in hand. You can't believe in one without the other two. It don't work. If I asked you, and you're a Christian, you believe in God, do you think they lied about the Big Bang? Yeah, probably. That's probably going to be your answer. Do you think they lied about evolution? Yeah, probably. Do you think they lied about the sphere? No, they wouldn't lie about that. What? In the Bible, the sun wasn't created until after the earth. The Big Bang, what are we revolving around? How did we start revolving around something that wasn't there? If you actually think about the shit that they tell us, it is absolutely absurd. Absurd. The Van Allen belts, now we can't get through them, but we could in the 60s? Come on, man. For real? Come on. The satellites are in the thermosphere? Have you ever went and checked what the temperature is in the thermosphere on a hot day? It's hotter than it takes to melt titanium. I promise you that. I've Googled it and checked it by their numbers. Gold? No. Gold is melted. The stuff they tell us is absolutely ridiculous, but none of us think about it because, hey, a scientist said it, right? I got a clip of Bill Nye saying, and I quote, "One thing I want your generation to really embrace is that the earth is a closed system. There is no leaving the earth," unquote. Yeah, he said that. Nobody wants to listen to that. The one time he told you the truth, you don't want to listen to it. Like I said, don't believe me. Don't believe me. I don't care. Don't believe them. That's all I'm saying. They literally told you that 2 airplanes crashed into 2 buildings and 3 buildings fell down. Did you even know about Tower 7? Go check it out. Really, just start at the Gulf of Tonkin if you really want to look. They openly admit that they lied to get us into Vietnam. They've never stopped. They lie about everything. If you think the moon landings were real, you've never looked into it. The Van Allen belts prove it. They could get through it then because nobody knew about it, because they didn't tell us about it, so it wasn't a problem. But now we can't leave low Earth orbit? Come on, man. Think for yourself. Don't listen. I'm just giving you facts, things that you can go look. You don't need a scientist to figure this out. You can do it. You're a human. You have a brain. Use it, please. What's some other shit they tell us that's ridiculous? Everything, really. If you go and look, one scientist says the Earth is a sphere. One says it's an oblong spheroid because of it spins so much it kind of squishes. Kind of like pizza dough, he said. Then another one says it's actually a little chubbier at the bottom, so it's kind of pear-shaped. Okay, cool, whatever. Use your science talk. Sounds good to me, whatever. But why is it when NASA shows us pictures, it's a perfect sphere? It's not an oblong spheroid. It's not pear-shaped. It's a perfect sphere. CGI. I seen it on TV. That's the famous. I seen it on TV. Are you kidding me? I seen a dragon attack 5 armies on TV. Doesn't make it real. It's Hollywood. A lot of artists know the truth and they try to give us hints. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. If you think that whole song is on some serious shit, telling you things that are horrible in the world, how girls are, whatever. The rest of the song, you can agree, he's talking about something that's real. If you think he put one line in there just because it rhymed or sounded good, you're not thinking. Eminem. Snap back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity. Yeah, he's not just saying that. He's trying to help us. I'm telling you. You can prove yourself gravity's a myth. If you take a container and put different liquids in it with different thickness, different viscosity of each liquid, and drop a bolt in it, it's going to stop wherever it's at. Its density equal. If you drop a washer, it's going to stop at a different level. If you drop a penny, it's going to stop at a different level. If it was gravity, it would pull all of that right to the bottom every time. Right? The stuff they tell us makes no sense. Gravity can bend trillions upon trillions of gallons of water around a globe. It's that strong. But I can jump? I only weigh 200 pounds. It's pulling trillions and trillions of gallons of water around a ball. But we can jump and fly? No. This video is probably long enough.